Hi, hello. Welcome to ICSE Math Guru. I'm your mentor and I've been teaching math for over 22 years and can help you achieve your goals. So if you're a standard 10 student preparing for your board exams, this channel will help you for sure. Every lesson will be dealt in detail pertaining to the board norms. Let's get started with our lesson, recurring deposit. Before we get into the lesson, you should know what a bank is and what is the function of a bank, or rather what are the functions of the bank. A bank is an institute or a firm which mainly carries on the business of getting deposits and lending money. Getting deposits where the customer saves his amount, his money that he has in the form of accounts, or lending money where the bank gives money or lends money to the customer, to their customers in the form of loans, be it a home loan, education loan, personal loan, whatsoever, you can get loan from the bank. When you are taking money from the bank, it's obvious that you have to pay back the money to the bank with the interest. So whether you save money or whether you borrow money, interest is the key factor. When you are saving money, you get interest from the bank, and when you borrow money, you have to pay interest to the bank. Now coming to what are the functions of the bank. The functions of the bank are getting deposits, lending money and transferring money. So if you are an account holder in any particular bank, either you can save, you can take loan, you can also transfer money to someone whom you want to transfer. Let's keep aside about lending and transferring and let us focus on deposits. So you can deposit your money in the bank in the form of various accounts, one being the savings bank, the current account, the fixed deposit and the recurring deposit account. Let us briefly know about what are these four accounts before we get into our recurring deposit account. Savings bank account. As the name itself says, savings bank. So you save the money in your savings bank account and you are free to use it when you have to use it, or when there is a need for you to use it. Okay. Coming to the current account. Current account is an active account. The account continuously runs. Okay. Current, it continuously runs. Basically, current account is used for the business section where people will be actively using the account for receiving and for debit and for credit. That is, you take money from someone and you send back the money to someone. So the current account is basically an active account, and the number of transactions in a day could be multiple transactions in a day. Coming to the fixed deposit account. In this fixed deposit account, the money is fixed. That is, you take a certain sum of money, say 1 lakh rupees, 50,000 rupees, and you fix the term. That is, you lock it. You lock it for a certain period, say for 1 year, 15 months, 12 months, 8 months, 10 months, okay. And you will be only entitled to receive the amount after the term. Say suppose you are depositing, you are fixing 50,000 rupees for 1 year, that is for 12 months. And there is some necessity and you want to withdraw the money 50,000 from the bank, which means you have to end your fixed deposit account. You are terminating it before it is matured. You may not receive all the benefits that you will get when you successfully complete the term. So the bank will not give you the entire interest that you are entitled to get. So in fixed deposit account, you should wait for the term to be complete to get all the benefits that the bank promises to give you. Coming to the recurring deposit account, our lesson. Recurring deposit. What does recurring deposit mean? Recurring. The word itself says recurring. Recurring means repeating. So in the recurring deposit account, a fixed amount is repeatedly deposited every month for a fixed period, a certain sum for a certain period of time. So let's learn more about recurring deposit account. So as I have told you, in this chapter we will be dealing with the recurring deposit account, the computation of interest and the maturity value. Computation of interest. How do you find the interest and what is maturity value? Okay. So a person in this recurring deposit account, a person deposits a fixed amount or a certain amount in the beginning of every month for a certain period of time. As I have told you earlier, certain period, certain amount, both are your deciding factors. How much we want to deposit and for how long we would like to have the account running for. The same amount of money should be deposited every single month till the term ends. It doesn't function that you will deposit 2000 one month and don't deposit anything the next month and then continue. It will not work like that. The same amount should be deposited at the same time of the month, every month of the term. Every month of the term. Say suppose a person deposits 1000 rupees in the beginning of every month for a period of 12 months. The first deposit of his 1000 will be in his account for 12 months. Yes or no? Say suppose you are opening in April, you will have this in your account for the 12 months of your term. May, you are depositing another 1000. This 1000 will be in your account for the remaining 11 months. June, you are depositing again 1000. That will remain in your account for the other 10 months. And the last month will remain in your account for the 1 month in the bank. This is how the money is being calculated. Your first month's deposit will earn you an interest of on 12 months. The next will earn you the interest for 11 months and so on. And the last will earn you the interest for 1 month. Therefore, the equivalent principal is equal to 1000 into 12. Why it is 1000 into 12? Tell me, why is it 1000 into 12? It is 1000 into 12 because this 1000 is there in the account for 12 months. The next 1000 into 11, 1000 into 10 and 1000 into 1. So, if you take out common 1000, you have 12 plus 11 plus 1 plus n. And children, you all know that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus so on to n terms is nothing but n into n plus 1 by 2. So, sum of n terms is n into n plus 1 by 2. So, sum of 12 terms will be 12 into 13 by 2. That is why it is 1000 into 12 into 13 by 2, which is 7800. This 7800 is the equivalent principal. What is the equivalent principal? So, equivalent principal is nothing but P into n plus 1 by 2. Okay. P into n plus 1 by 2. So, let us learn about the formula of the interest in RD and also the maturity value. The interest and amount are calculated by using the formula I is equal to PTR by 100. Familiar, right? It's the formula for simple interest. So, basically the interest in your recurring deposit is used finding the simple interest. Okay. So, simple interest is PTR by 100 and the same formula we will use to find the interest in RD. Only thing, if you remember, you must have learned that time is in years. Time is in years. So, P is P, T is for a period of n months. So, sum of n terms just now we learned it is n into n plus 1 by 2. since the number of months, n denotes the number of months, to change it to years we write it as 1 by 12 and r by 100. So, the formula for the interest computation in RD is P into n plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 12 into r by 100. I hope this is clear. So, the formula for interest is this. Now, coming to maturity value. What is this maturity value? So, the term matures, that is the term ends, and then you are entitled to take back the money that you have saved in your account. Suppose I am saving 1000 rupees for 12 months. So, how much money do I have in my account? I will have 12,000 rupees. Whether I save it in the bank or whether I keep it in my safe, this is the money that I get at the end of this 12 months. But what is the additional advantage that you get from the bank? You get the interest. So, the money that you get from the bank is at the end of the term is maturity value, and this maturity value is nothing but P into N plus interest. P into N plus interest, where the formula for interest is P into N plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 12 into R by 100. Children, please break it up in your mind so that it is easy for you to memorize. Only two formulae in this lesson. One is the formula for interest and the other is the formula for MV. Simple, easy. So, you have to get all your marks from this lesson. So, hope this concept of finding the interest, finding the matured value from RD is clear to you all. Okay. So, let us get started doing some numericals, the basic models that will be dealt in this lesson. Let us do some numericals. The first one is, there are different models like finding maturity amount, finding interest, finding principal, finding rate, finding time. Okay. So, the first one is finding the maturity amount. So, let us take one example. Say Ashwin deposits rupees 800 per month for 2 years in a bank's recurring deposit account. Ashwin deposits 200 per month for 2 years in a bank's recurring deposit account. If the bank pays interest at the rate of 11% per annum. If the bank pays interest at the rate of 11% per annum, what is the amount he would receive at the time of maturity? So, let us make note. What is this? 800. 800 is principal. 2 years, n is equal to 2 years, which is 24 months, and the rate percent is 11%. And what are we asked to find? We are asked to find the maturity value. We are asked to find the maturity value. So, to find the maturity value, you should first find the interest. What is the formula for interest, children? What is the formula for interest? Can you tell? Interest is equal to P, which is 800. Interest is equal to P, which is 800 into N, which is 24 into N plus 1 into 25 into R into 11 by 2 into 12 into 100. 2 into 12 into 100. 2, 12, 24 gets cancelled. 0, 0 gets cancelled. I is equal to 25 into 8 is 200. 200 into 11 is 2200. 2200 is the interest. So, what is the maturity value? What is the formula for maturity value, children? Maturity value is P into N. P into N plus I. What is P here? What is P here? P is, what is P here? P is the principal. So, it is 800 into 24 plus 2200. 800 into 24 is how much? 24 into 8, 8 fours are 32, 3, 16, 9, 0, 0 plus 2, 2, 0, 0, which is 0, 0, 4, 1, 2. 21,400. So the maturity amount is 21,400. So let's see the solution. So this is the solution. Given P is equal to 800, rate percent is 11% per annum, time is 24 months, the interest is 2200 and the maturity value is 21,400. So let's go into the next model, that is finding the rate of interest. So if you are asked to find the rate of interest, the factors that you should be knowing is the principal, the tenure, that is the time period, and either you should know the maturity value or the interest. So let's do this sum. So Sanju deposits 200 per month. So what is this 200, children? Again, this 200 is principal for 3 years. So 3 years is 36 months and 8088 is the maturity value. So principal is how much? 200, N is equal to 36, MV is equal to 8088 and you need to find the rate. Whether you are asked to find the rate, principal, maturity value, time, please remember to find interest first. So what is interest? P into 200 into N into N plus 1, 36 into 37 into rate percent question mark by 2 into 12 into 100. Okay, 2 into, so 200 and 200 gets cancelled, 12 goes in 36 3 times. So we have I is equal to 111R. We have I is equal to 111R. Let's scroll a little bit. Yeah. Now maturity value. What is the formula for maturity value? Maturity value is P into N. So P into N is what? P is 200. N is how much? 36 plus interest, which is 111R. And what's the maturity value? It is 8088 is equal to 7200 plus 111R. So we get 888 is equal to 111R, which makes therefore R is equal to 8%. R is equal to 8%. So this is how you find the rate of interest when the maturity value is given. So see the solution. So this is the solution. P is 200, N is 3 years, which is 36 months. Maturity value is 8088 and you are asked to find the rate. So first find interest and we get interest is 111R. Substitute in the maturity amount formula and you get R is equal to 8%. Now, so let's start with certain models. These are the basic models that you can expect in your board exams. The first one being finding the maturity amount, that is the maturity value. So let's do this example. In this example, Ashwin deposits 800 per month for 2 years in a bank's recurring deposit account. He deposits how much? To 800 per month for 2 years in a bank's recurring deposit account. If the bank pays interest at the rate of 11% per annum, find the amount he would receive at the time of maturity, which means you have to find the maturity value. What you have to find? You have to find the maturity value. And what is given? It is given that principal is equal to 800 rupees. Time is equal to 2 years, which is 24 months. And the rate percent is 11%. So what's the formula for interest that we have learned? Interest is equal to P into, P is here 800 into N plus 1, 24 plus 1, 25 into R 11 by 2 into 12 into 100. Now, if we simplify this, 2, 12, 25, everything will get cancelled. So, 2, 12, 24, 0, 0, and we are left with I is equal to 25 into 8. 25 into 8 is 200 and 200 into 11 is 2200. Okay. So, now what is the maturity value? Maturity value is P into N, which is 800 into 24 plus 2200, which is equal to 19200 plus 2200, which is equal to 21400. This is the maturity value. I hope it is clear. So, let us see the solution. Now, this is the solution given. Same thing, principal, rate, time, and this is your maturity value 21,400. So, let us go. The second one is to find the rate of interest. To find the rate of interest, now what is the data that you should be having? You should be knowing the principal, you should be knowing the time, and you should be knowing the maturity value, or you should be knowing the interest. Either way you can do, maturity value or interest. Now, let us see what is given in the question. So, in this question it is given that Sanju deposits 200 per month for 3 years in a RD account, that is in a recurring deposit scheme. If she received 8088, so what is this 8088? 8088 is the maturity value. If she receives 8088, find the rate of interest. So, according to the data given, principal is equal to 200, N is equal to 36, and MV is equal to 8088. Find our percent. So, always remember to find interest first. If you break your sum in finding interest and then going to maturity value, less chances of making mistakes. So, what is the formula for interest? P into n plus 1 into R by 2 into 12 into 100. N into n plus 1, 36 into 37. R is an unknown here, by 2 into 12 into 100. Now, we will cancel 100, 2 with 200. 12 goes in 36 3 times, and 37 into 3 is 111R. Now, we will use this maturity value. So, maturity value is equal to P into N. P is 200, N is 36 plus interest plus 111R. So, we have 111R is equal to 8088 minus 7200, and 111R will be equal to 888. R is equal to 8%. Therefore, the interest that Sanju gets is 8%. Simple straight questions. All are basic models, not very complicated. These are all formula based questions, no logic at all. All you have to be careful is in your calculations. And remember, in your ICSE exams, the first mark is for correct substitution in the correct formula. So, if your formula is incorrect or your substitution is incorrect, you may lose your marks, and then automatically the fall of the rest of the answer as well. So, let us see the solution now. So, this is the solution. R is equal to 8%. Okay. Moving on to the next model, finding the monthly installment. Now, how do we find this monthly installment? Monthly installment means our principal. So, in this question or in this example, it is given that Mr. Gopal deposits a certain sum of money each month. So, we know that in an RD account, the amount should be, the principal should be deposited every single month. So, here P is the unknown, okay, and for a period of 2 years. So, n is equal to 24, r percent is 5% and the maturity value is 37875. Just like in the previous sum, children, it is the same I is equal to P is unknown here into 24 into 25 into 5 by 2 into 12 into 100. 2, 12, 24 gets cancelled, 25 ones are 25 fours are. So, interest is 5p by 4. Interest is 5p by 4. Now, we have to substitute this in the amount. What is the value of amount, children? Amount is 37875. So, 37875 is equal to P into N, which makes it 24P plus 5P by 4. So, 37875 is equal to 96 plus 5 is 101 P by 4. P is equal to 37875 into 4 by 101, which is 1500. So, the principal is 1500. So, Mr. Gopal has to deposit 1500 per month for 24 months, that is for 2 years, to get 37,875. So, let us see the solution. So, this is the solution and Mr. Gopal invested 1500 per month. So, the last model, finding the time. Now, in the given question it says that Ajay deposits 200 per month in a recurring deposit scheme at 8% per annum. If he gets 1648 at the maturity amount or as the maturity amount, find the period for which the amount is held. Find the period for which the amount is held means they are asking us to find the time. What is the data given? Data is given that P is equal to 200, R percent is 8%, okay, and the maturity value is 1648 and you need to find the time. So, as every time we have to first find the interest. Children, what is the formula for interest? It is P into, which is 200 into n into n plus 1, n into n plus 1 into r into 8 by, write a common denominator, 2 into 12 into 100. Okay. So, always remember that finding interest helps us to get the sum more correct, okay, and say God forbidden if you make any mistake in the next steps, at least you are sure that you are getting this mark, okay. So, my suggestion and elderly advice is to always find the interest first, okay. So, what is the interest we are getting? If we simplify 2 and 2, 0, 0, so 200 and 100 gets cancelled, 4 2s are, 4 3s are. So, we are getting I is equal to 2n into n plus 1 by 3. This is the interest. But what we have to do with? We have to do with the maturity value, because the maturity value is given. Suppose if interest value is given, then you will simply simplify the sum with this interest. But since maturity value is given in this question, so we have to go a little further. So, 1648 is equal to P into n, that is 200n plus 2n into n plus 1 by 3, 2n into n plus 1 by 3. Now, we will simplify cross multiplying. So, 1648 into 3 becomes 4944, 200 into 3 600, 2n into n is 2n square plus 2n. So, 600 plus 2n becomes 602n. You are in standard 10. So you can afford to do fast calculations. Transpose 4944 to the RHS. So minus 4944 is equal to 0. Now we can take out 2 common. If you take out 2 common, it is n square plus 30one n minus 2472 is equal to 0. Now 0 by 2 is 0, so your equation now becomes, equation is now n square. What is your equation now? One second. It is n square plus 301n minus 2472. Children, this is a degree 2 equation in one variable and it is called a quadratic equation. If you do not know how to solve a quadratic equation, no worries at all. All that you have to know is to factorize, that is your trinomial factorization. I guess all of you know trinomial factorization, yes or no? We all know trinomial factorization, we did it in standard 8, you learnt it in standard 8. So using the same concept we are going to factorize, that is splitting of the middle term. Now what is the product here, children? The product is minus 2472. Now we have to find the factors of 2472 and we have to take the difference of factors to get the middle term. It may seem little confusing or you may feel it's such a big number, but children, believe it will be super easy. Just you have to take small steps. So 2472 and start factorizing. So 1, 2, 3, 6, continue 6, 1, 8, continue 3, 0, 9. You can continue 3 and you get 103, but you have to stop here. Why you have to stop? See, carefully observe, 2 into 2 into 2 is 8 and you have 309. So 309 comma 8. The difference of these two is equal to 301. So you have to stop here to get the factors. Okay. So now let me erase it off. So what are the factors, children? The factors are 309 and 8. The factors are 309 and 8. So let's finish this. Okay. So now we have n square plus 309n minus 8n minus 2472 is equal to 0. N into n plus 309 minus 8 into n plus 309 is equal to 0. So n minus 8 into n plus 309 is equal to 0. Okay. This is n plus 309. Okay. Now remember here the product of two terms is equal to 0. Zero product rule is important for you to know. In zero product rule, we know that if product of two or more terms is equal to 0, then each will be equal to 0. That means either n minus 8 is equal to 0 or n plus 309 is equal to 0. So from which you can get n is equal to 8 or n is equal to minus 309. N is equal to minus 309 is not possible. Why it is not possible? Because time can't be in negative. So we can only take the value of n as 8. And children, 8 years or 8 months? It is 8 months. Why it is 8 months? Because the time should be always taken in months. In the formula Pn into n plus 1, n denotes the time in months, not the time in years. Now you have to be a little careful when you read the question. Suppose they specify find the time in years in your question. If they specify, they can be made small changes just to like test you all how attentive you are. So suppose if they give find the time in years, then what will you have to do? If you do your sum completely and you leave your answer n is equal to 8 months, you will not get all your marks. You will lose your answer mark. Remember children. So completing the sum is very, 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 very important. So the same question, if they say find the time in years for which the account was held. So you have to convert 8 months to years. How do you convert 8 months to years? 8 by 12, which is 8 by 12 is how much? 2 by 3 years. Okay. So that's how you do the sum correctly. So see the solution now. This is the solution. So this is the period for which the amount is held. Now hope you have understood this everything carefully. Zero product rule, splitting the middle term. Okay, why are we not taking minus 309? Why are we considering only n as 8 and 8n denotes the time in months? These are all small things that you have to keep in mind. So this comes to the end of this class about recurring deposit. What is recurring deposit? The formulae and the different models that you can expect, that is finding principal, finding rate, finding maturity value and finding the time. Hope you have understood everything clearly. Okay, and in the next video you will be learning about, or we will be doing the board models, which will help you gain confidence so that you are thorough with this lesson. So that's it for today. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share.